Okay, what else do I need to frickin' put in here? I've got all sorts of stuff. I got glass still. Got an advanced wiring. I think I'll put the advanced wiring kit in here with the silver. That makes the most sense. Glass in here. What do I do with the... I guess I'll put the hydrochloric acid in here. This is kind of just turned into my miscellaneous locker. Welcome back, everybody, to Subnautica Below Zero. So really quickly, before we get the heck out of here in today's episode, wanted to point out my jukebox here. Got this playing a little bit, and I'll play a little bit of Miracle of Sounds music, which I actually have it set up. So this is something that you can do, is I have it rigged up that I have some speakers that actually play in the bedroom as well, which is pretty darn cool. So that's pretty interesting. Now, I'm going to turn that off really quickly because I don't want to get copyrighted. But this is a dang good song, by the way. Really dang good song. So check that out if you ever get the chance. Go support him. He does awesome, awesome work. Now, I'm going to head upstairs really quickly because if you can't tell by the power, I have now put in a nuclear reactor. Very simple to make. I already had some reactor rods that we got from the mercury, different mercury sections, which is good. And as far as everything else go, I'm just gonna kind of put all of this away. I'm gonna put the water purification tablets away as well. I really don't need those. Oh, and the flares. And the flares. All right, I'm gonna eat nutrient block, drink some water. I'm gonna go hit up my water purification machines, and then we are going to go chase after this architect artifact because, well, I was talking in the last episode that there was one biome we haven't yet been to, and there is, but hilariously enough, that architect artifact is right where that biome is actually at. So perfect excuse for me to finally head that way before we worry about going to the crystal caves and things like that. But before we go to the crystal caves, we need to get something incredibly important that's going to actually keep us safe in that area. So I'm going to hop down here, pull my seek trick out, and you notice how fast I just moved there really quickly. Yeah, that's the horsepower upgrade if you don't have any of these modules attached, which actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull the fabricator module off here. I'm going to take the docking module and attach it to the back of the storage module. Well, actually, do I need... You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to take this storage module. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to lighten the load a little bit here because while it's been really nice to have all of this stuff for the time being just for the sake of space, I don't really need it anymore. I really don't. So I'm just going to take these two modules and hook it up. So now we just have our main storage module, the one that has most of like our water and all of our spicy fruit salads and things like that. All of that is in here, as well as my rebreather and reinforced dive suit, which I do need to equip as soon as possible. Please and thank you. So then we can put all of this stuff away. And then we have our docking module. And with all of that, we should be able to move a lot faster now with the horsepower upgrade. So let's head off to the ancient artifact. This is the final biome, or well, the second to last biome. There's technically one biome we haven't been to yet that I am specifically not going to because it is the last biome in the game. Think of the crystal caves as like the inactive lava zone. We haven't yet been to the lava zone in this game, if that makes sense. So that one's gonna wait a little bit longer. We're gonna take this and we're gonna head on out and finally explore this biome that I've just never had a reason to go to. And besides this artifact, there is technically only one other reason to go to this biome. I'll explain it when we get there. Now, that's not to say it isn't a really cool area, because it is. It's actually one of the prettiest biomes in the entire game, in my opinion. But it's just kind of useless. Like, the biggest reasons, the biggest draws, so remember those spiral plants to get the spiral clippings needed to make synthetic fiber? Those are everywhere in this biome that we're heading to. And on top of that, there is a lot of minerals that you can mine with the prawn suit, particularly in like the quartz and copper department, if I'm not mistaken. So if for some reason you're struggling with copper, which hilariously is been my most abundant material, then you can go get that. But as soon as you come across these things right here, you know you are here. You are in the tree spires. Now, there is a chelicerate that roams this area, but it's at the... First of all, it's up towards the top. of the biome, and it's close to where this biome meets the lily pad islands, which is much further over that way. So we shouldn't have to run into it soon. Actually, I don't think we're technically in the biome yet. When the water gets a little darker blue, a little deeper blue, you know you're in the right area. Also, these fishies are only in this biome, so this is the only place you're going to run into them. You'll also see brute sharks in here. The only place they can be found outside of the twisty bridges. So this is it. This is the tree spires, and there is one extremely prominent feature here that is worth talking about, and it's that right there. That is a singular organism. That is a jellyfish right there, and we are going to take a look at this thing so I can show you why I like this biome, this particular monster here. So we'll dive deeper down to the artifact here in a minute. Let's get on out. We should be safe here. I'm pretty sure the Chelicerate is on the far side over there. But if we head up into this thing as I get closer to it, and I think I can actually scan it, the vent garden here. So let's do that. This thing is actually living, breathing, and it is massive. This is technically a Leviathan right here. Now, if we wait, this actually will open up, and we can actually go inside of it. Check this out. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Now, this is a great place to get those spiral clippings, is inside here. You'll see, look at it, there's a ton of these spiral plants all over. So if you ever need a bunch of synthetic fiber, this is the place to come. There's not really a whole lot else going on in here. I don't even think there's any fishies living inside this thing, but lots of plants, which is really cool. And this thing is completely harmless, so you don't have to worry about it hurting you. Probably the best feature of the Tree Spires area, and I'm a big fan of it, at least visually, even though, again, as I've said, it doesn't really actually have a whole lot going on, and this is kind of a pretty empty biome in terms of stuff to do, much like the East and the West Arctics are. They're just kind of a visual treat, and honestly, the West Arctic is really boring, but the East Arctic and this zone at least look nice. I'll give it that. That's the only problem, though, is this game has less biomes than the first game did, and it somehow has more useless biomes than the first game did. I don't really understand that. Okay, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to actually get down there with the sea truck, so let's just take our sea glide and dive. There is things like uraninite, and you've also got calverite crops to get gold and things like that if you want it, rubies. Some of that stuff, too. It's a nice place to collect, collect stuff, much like so many other biomes. Get yourself some lithium, which actually I am in some need of.
But I cannot yet tell whether the others survived. Still, it holds valuable information. I hope you will find more.
I hope we will too, Alan.
The network is indicating more of my people's technology, but the images I'm receiving are fragmented, repeating. I am struggling to locate them precisely.
Fragmented images? Why would that happen?
I can only theorize that the locations are deep and shielded by a refractive material. Perhaps amongst large crystal formations.
And that right there tells us all we need to know. That is the hint, the lead that tells us we need to finally venture into the crystal caves. Once you have all but one body part, and once you have gotten all of the artifacts in the game, that is what Alan is going to tell you to do next. So, we want to head there. Let me answer this.
Our searches have been useful, but ultimately I have no definitive evidence as to the fate of my people. The network I hoped to rejoin may no longer exist. I cannot feel it.
There could be a million reasons for that. Like, what if the network had a system update? They're on version 2001.4 and you're still on version 14.2.
That would make me incompatible. How would I even begin to plan my upgrades?
Okay, that's not what I meant. Bad example. You still know how to get home?
Yes.
So don't give up. Go there, see for yourself what happened.
You are expressing optimism, but it is not supported by probability.
Hope isn't based on statistics. It's born from a drive for something better. There's a poem Sam loved. Hope is human. Hope is... Oh, right. Hope is the thing with feathers.
This does not match any fauna designation I can find in your PDA.
It's a line from a 19th century Earth author. Emily something. Hope is the thing with feathers. that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. I promise we'll get answers one way or another, Ellen.
Adding hope to your database.
Okay, I am currently trying to work my way back towards the thermal vents by avoiding all possible destinations and locations of the Chelicerates, because like I said, I am almost 100% positive that it is on the east end of the biome, so I am trying to go around it. Oh, nope, there it is, there it is, there's the Chelicerate, there it is, there it is. Okay. What's up, little buddy? What's up, buddy? Please don't come after me. And yeah, I don't even give a crap that a Cryptosuchus just took a bite out of me. Yeah, okay, there's the Chelicerate. Let's just steer clear of that guy. I'm pretty sure he's the only one in the biome. I don't think there's two. I think it's just him. So as long as we can steer clear of him, we are good. Because we need to head back to Marguerite Maida's base. Yes, okay, we're good now. So it's okay. I guess it's technically on the edge of the purple vents, but the lily pad islands are like right here. So it also makes sense. So let's head back down, and I need to grab the one thing that I missed in Marguerite's base before we can move on. This is the last thing I need for my sea truck. Gosh, dang it. I cannot believe I even missed this the first time I was there. I'm really frustrated about that, honestly. Like, that was something I could not afford to miss the first time. So this is definitely a superfluous trip that is going to that should have never happened in the first place. Make sure you get this when you go there, and I think you can only get it once you have full access. I'm pretty sure, but I can go the right way here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can only get here when you have like full access to the base. You can't do it when you can only get into the first section of her base. But it is a pretty imperative thing to grab as I venture through the down. And I'm so happy that I have all my depth modules now. That's going to be a massive difference maker for us. Oh, look, there's even more. There's more of those. I think I've gotten everything here, though, so I don't really think I have anything to worry about. All right, yeah, we're going the right way now. For sure. I'm pretty sure I have everything. Even with just the 2 modules, it can still be frustrating to maneuver this thing around sometimes. Alrighty. I'm going to actually find this thing, whether it kills me or not. And then, in the next episode, we can worry about actually going to the Crystal Caves. I'm going to make sure I'm all stocked up, which I'm pretty sure I am. I probably just need to repair the thing, and we're good to go. Okay, where is this thing? I just got to scan it. Sup, Marguerite? I'm back. Don't ask me why I'm back, but I am back. Okay, where is it? So we're looking for an upgrade module of any description. There's nothing here. Just one of those little white things with the yellow tips on them. Come on, where are you at? I honestly do not remember. Oop, is that it? No, that's not it. Those are just batteries. I don't remember exactly where it is in here. It's in here somewhere. But I gotta find it. Is it in here? In her room? It's not. Shoot. If it's in the moon pool, I'm gonna be very upset, because then I've really missed it, missed it extremely early on. But yeah, I thought it was in like the full access area. Hold on. Is it not on here? Where in the world is it? Oh my gosh, it is in here, isn't it? Nope, that's not it. Oh, there it is. It freaking... Okay, so it's supposed to be on this table, but it looks like it fell onto the ground. Okay, so yeah, I was partially correct, partially not correct. So you can't get it the first time you come in here, I do believe, but the second time you come up here, it should be on the table. It should not have fallen onto the ground. So this is after you have disabled the communications radar and everything. So I was partially right, but it isn't also supposed to be in that esoteric and strange of a location. It's not supposed to be on the ground. I'll just say that. It's not supposed to be there. So that was silly. But let's equip this thing. Okay. And the way that this defense module works is very, very simple. All you have to do is select it, and you hold down X, and wait for it. Boom. See that right there? That is going to shock away any large critters that are trying to track us down. This is incredibly important for the Crystal Caves because the Crystal Caves has some real nasties in it. Nasties that make the chelicerates look like nothing. Well, it's partially true. They're not, I'll say this, they're not as scary and as suddenly surprising as the chelicerates because they're not as fast. But they're definitely more obnoxious, and they do a lot more damage to your sea truck than the chelicerates do. So, next episode, guys, we are going to finally head down into the Crystal Caves with our sea truck, with our prawn suit, and we are going to be seeing if we can uncover any secrets there, because that is effectively the last lead we have. That is all that Alan was able to give us as far as information, and we're just going to have to see if that actually, well, nets us any results. So, guys, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much. I will see you all in the next one.